Hey guys, so here's a video that I'm going to create that's going to walk you around the trailer and everything that's important. It'll be a bunch of clips I stitched together. We're going to start outside here, just so you know where everything is. So I'm at the back of the trailer, and this is where your main water is, on the opposite side of the fence, right at the back of the trailer, just outside the corner of the deck. All right, and it's a lime green hose. That's the one that you can see. It's the line that comes in this direction. And that water line comes and it goes in somewhere over here underneath there. Okay, next up is power. It's on this in the same vicinity. That's our meter on the side, and it's the switch on the right that's marked 430, and it's the plug on the right hand side. One of the things that I make sure happens when we leave on the weekends is to make sure that that valve is turned in that direction, shut off. It's a gas line that goes to the barbecue, and it runs under there and under the deck to where the barbecue is up front. And I just like to make sure that that gas is turned off when we leave on the weekend. So that's step number one outside. Step two, of course, is lock both sheds, which is illegal. We've left a few things in the shed here, only because there's no garbage dumpster. Those tennis rackets, I mean, maybe the kids can go down and play at the park. There's a curly hose there in case you need it. I'm going to leave a couple of the old gas cans just to make sure you've got something to put gas in for the lawnmower. And the lawnmower is a Lawn Boy. It's gas. It's a good one. It's self-propelled, and it has a bag. And right now it's in mulch mode, which is what we do all the time anyway. We never really bag the glass. And we've left some shovels and a couple of rakes. One's brand new. One steel rake is brand new, and there's a big fan rake in there. And there's a hose in that reel. We never use that hose because, of course, there's hoses everywhere around. They're all retractable hoses like this. But in an emergency, there's a hose there. Sometimes you got to clear out this long line here with leaves. It's the gutter on the front. You can see it goes all the way up to the front there, and it runs all the way back here. But it's such a long line and probably hasn't got the right pitch on it, and there's a bit of a dip right there that sometimes it gets clogged, and you gotta force water down it. You disconnect it the other way and just force a hose down it. The gas meter is right there, and if you watch the other video, you'll see I shut that off in the winter time. And right beside the gas meter, where that vent thing is, beside these two old horses, that's where the water, the lowest water drains in the whole place off. Okay? And this, of course, is the woodshed, and it's just tarped. It holds quite a bit of wood in there, but there's this concrete pad. Sometimes if you buy a whole load, you're going to load some on the outside of this pad as well. These are bicycle hooks on the edge of the shed, if you have any bicycles that need to be hooked. That timer has a remote, and it's on the deck, and you can set it for dusk to dawn, turn it on, turn it off, 2 hours, 4 hours, 6 hours. So you know how they work, right? At dusk they turn on. And what that controls is the string lights that go the length of the trailer. It turns those on at the right time, and it turns this on at the right time, the bug zapper. In the deck, you'll see these black circles all the way around the deck, and those are low voltage lighting. So actually there's power to them. There's low voltage power to them. However, they pop up with a little solar detector. You can see on one of them here, there's that little dot. And so when it gets dark enough, these pop up out of the ground and then they turn on. But the light is low voltage. The mechanism is solar. Not solar, light sensitive. It's power as well, but they only pop up when it's dark. And then when they reach the top, they turn on. I think there's one left of those solar lights. I buy them and keep them in stock because I've replaced them a few times. So this might be a full box of them and one spare. Anyway, there's Solar IQ. You buy them on Amazon. You can find them. I think 4 of them, a package of 4 are about $100, something like that. And they will stop working. And they're easy. You just pull them out. They're not screwed down to the deck. You can pull them out, and you just use those little splicers to put them into the wires, and then they start to work. Simple. There is a radio in the shed. You can hear it right now, but it's right now it's attached to this satellite radio receiver. There's an antenna on the roof of the shed at the back, on Jody's side, on the roof, right about here. And it works, but there's no subscription. So if you wanted to have Sirius Radio out here, you have to get a subscription for this unit. Your call. If you don't want to, you could just use the regular radio, or you could hook up some other thing through the inputs and, get a Bluetooth adapter and hook that up and just play Bluetooth. Or strip this all out and just use a Bluetooth speaker, whatever fires your rockets. Of course, the fridge is staying, and it's nice and clean. It's a good fridge. It keeps your beer cold. No problems there. That weed whacker is staying. That blower is staying. I'll leave one charger and a few batteries, 20-volt batteries. They're the 20-volt batteries. All of my batteries are kind of old, but I'll leave you a couple or 4 batteries. Those 18-volt ones in the back are all junk because I have nothing that's 18-volt anymore, but they've been sitting up here for years. And you can see there's all kinds of plugs. I'll clean this up though. I'm just getting rid of my tools and stuff. That's the old TV box. You're probably going to be gifted that as well. The bane of my existence is these solar lights, and they're all over. They're on every post. They're down along the bottom. They all match. They're on the back fence. They're everywhere. These things here last literally 2 seasons, and this is the 2nd season, and some of them are already not working. The winter kills them, and there's not much you can do about it. The flowers that you see are fake, right? So all of these are going to stay, and we just put them away in the winter time. So there's flowers at the back on these posts, flower box there. They just get thrown in the shed in the winter time, and they come out in the spring, and everybody thinks you're growing flowers when you're not, but they're fake. And finally outside there's another spigot. Well, it's not finally, because I got to show you the sprinkler system. The spigot here this comes in the wintertime, but it's got a retractable hose on this side as well. By the main hose behind the deck, there's a ball valve here. So when you push that down, that sends water out to the sprinkler heads. Another illegal thing. There's 2 sprinkler heads in the lawn. That's all, and they're only in the front lawn. There's one right around here, and one in the center of that section right about there. And they'll pop up, and they cover the whole front lawn. They cover the front lawn, they cover the patio, they cover the half the deck. It waters. It's fine. Just don't get caught using them. We're gonna leave these fire table chairs. These chairs here, they're fold outers. They go around that patio. There's 4 of them. And then all the covers for the furniture stay in here. And that's where we put them. We'll also leave these cheap tables and things because they're good on the lawn for holding ashtrays and cocktails. we have to talk about that. So we put a new TV in here just this weekend. It's a cheap RCA 43-inch. It works really good, but you know, it's got Wi-Fi and it's got YouTube and all that stuff on it. And the Wi-Fi obviously reaches it. Back in the day, there are some speakers in the shed. I'll leave them, but the wiring is pretty much cut out. So I don't know how good they are, because I use a wireless speaker now. I just use a Bluetooth speaker for the deck. Technology's changed in the last 15 years, so these speakers wired from inside the house don't make a lot of sense anymore. Okay, in the bedroom, inside the closet, the light for the closet's there. And we'll leave you all of my old clothes. But wait, oh, it's hard to see. Jesus. Hang on, let me get a flashlight. Here we go. So there's the main, blow that up a little. There's the main water turn on in the house. So when you leave every week, we already talked about the gas for the barbecue shutting off. This is the next thing. This water gets shut off. Now you can leave it on, and you can have, when the park has its next pressure problem, then it can blow your toilet hose like it did Chrissy's. The water needs to get shut off, because if there's any pressure, the only thing that'll blow is below the lines, right? Their line from here back to the well, and nothing in the house, right? So make sure you shut that off when you leave on the weekends. And that's just a matter of making it go flat instead of up and down. So that's two things, the gas and that water. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to do number 11, the water heater. That's the first blue one there. Let me zoom in here. All right, so you're going to do the first blue one from the bottom. That gets shut off. We shut the water heater off when we're not here. And the one below that, now it says the shed, but it's not the shed. These two, 7 and 9, they got reversed when we rewired the deck. So the shed receptacles, number 6 there, or no, number 9, that gets shut off as well. And what that is the deck. That's the lighting on the deck. I should mark that. And the one below that is the shed. And if you shut that off, of course, the fridge is going to shut off. But always shut off the blue one, number 11, and 9, the one right below it. I'll just touch them so you know. That one and this one. And this will shut off the water heater, and this will shut off all power to the deck. Why? Then none of the lights on the deck pop up at nighttime when you're not here. And the TV is off. And whatever. So it's all power on the deck. And that's what we do. So that's 3 things to remember so far. Gas for the barbecue, water in the closet, and those 2 fuses get shut off every weekend. A new addition in the last year or 2 was a different toilet, more mod, and it works really well, flushes really quick. And this, a retractable shower door. You slide it over and it clicks over here. It just hooks on. And then when you release it, hold on to it. Don't let it go, because it'll slam, right? Don't let it go. It retracts. It'll squeegee itself as it goes into the track there. And it's brilliant. And this gives you lots of room to get in to the shower without, sliding doors. They only give you there's 3 doors, so you only get this much space to get in and out. This gives you the whole tub, and it makes the bathroom feel fuller. And so that's a retractable door. We put that in last year. When you get the tag from up front, they said you're supposed to attach it to something inside here. You can just pull one of these doors off and, you know, zip tie it or something to one of the pipes. That shows that it's been inspected, that the whole joint is safe. There's the furnace switch, and I'm going to shut the furnace off. So the furnace is off right now. Then the thermostat, it works both the air conditioner and the heater. It's both in one. And you just have to change the mode. You have to change the mode to go from off to heat or ace or cool. And it chooses which one to do. You know, it's all electronic. Okay, you just set the temperature and forget it. When we leave here in the summertime, we generally leave the AC on so that it stays dry in here. And we leave it on about 78, 80, just enough to keep the humidity out. We also leave a fan going all the time for the same reason, just to keep air circulating when we're not here. So this amp is new. It's a Bluetooth amp. You can Bluetooth your phone to it and play music. The speakers are behind the TV. If we decide to take the TV, and we haven't yet, if we decide to take this TV now, because we do need a 55-inch TV at home. It's the one TV we need replacing at home, as the reason why we listed it without this TV. But anyway, this is connected. The audio is connected to it by a optical digital wire. And so you can play the TV through here, through the sound system. The speakers, they're down in back there. You can see them. And you can hear it all through here. It's fine. Or Bluetooth music through that amp. You just have to pair your phone or your music device, your Android, whatever. Bluetooth to that amp, and then you can play music from your phone through the speakers. Or watch TV in stereo, which we never do, but it's there. This table is unique, pretty nice. I wouldn't use those 4 stools as stools unless they're ottomans, like for your feet. But they are hollow, and those are lids, and they come off. So you have storage there. And of course, that's a fold-out couch. The blinds are all been replaced, and they're just a pull, you know, those pull blinds. Same on this one. And we locked this door with the high-tech panic bar made out of a piece of wood for security. I don't know how to work the washer and dryer, but that's where they are. So that's all I can think of is 3 things when you leave. Maybe 4. Lock the sheds. Obviously, this is just what I go through my mind every weekend. Are the sheds locked? Yeah, sheds are locked. Is the gas to the barbecue shut off? Yeah, that's back there, that yellow valve. Is the water shut off? That's inside the closet. Yeah. Is the water heater turned off? And the deck lights, are they turned off? Yes, and those are those 2 switches. That's all we do when we leave. And tip, always turn the water on before you turn the water heater on at the fuse panel. Give it like a minute to make sure that tank is full, because you don't want to turn an electric water heater on empty. It won't be empty though, because it'll be full. But just in case, turn the water on first, because you'll burn out the heater. You don't want to do that. Okay, I'm gonna have a smoke. That's all I think you need to know. For now, that gets you by. I already sent you a video on how to close. Keep that, because that's exactly what we do every year, and we've never had a problem. And of course, we're only a phone call away if you need anything. And that's that. I'll talk to you guys later. See ya. I think later today. It's Friday. I'm not sure if you're coming today or not.